Um, I'd like to introduce the next segment of the webinar, which is the spotlight on WIP services. Since about 2014, the Department of Rehabilitation has provided Social Security Work Incentive Services, or as we like to call them, WIP services, to over 17,000 clients receiving Social Security disability benefits. Through WIP services, a credentialed DOR Work Incentive Planner can provide a wide range of services and information. Some examples of those services include, explaining how work incentives can be used to transition to successful employment, explain how benefits management tools can be used to understand and calculate a person's future income, prepare a comprehensive and individualized benefits summary and analysis and work incentive plan, which explains the various Social Security programs, work incentives, and useful resources for the individual's situation and career goals. You're also able to demonstrate valuable wage reporting tools and resources to help the beneficiary comply with Social Security Administration rules and avoid overpayments, as well as connecting any beneficiaries with service providers who are able to continue employment and benefits planning support once their DOR case is closed. So really, it's a really great service. Just like everything that Social Security was presenting on today, when you work with a work incentive planner, they can work with you one-on-one to help you better understand how this information applies to you. So they're really there to narrow down what benefits you receive, what work incentives are going to be there to help you, and also show you how you're going to be able to manage those benefits going forward so you can have a successful transition to employment. Now, with that, I wanted to introduce Hector Guerrero. He's one of our work incentive planners here at the Department of Rehabilitation, working out of the LA South Bay District. And I would like everyone to give a warm welcome to Hector. Welcome, Hector.
Hi, good morning to all. This is Hector.
All right, so I'm going to move a few things around. So what we're going to be doing today is a brief Q&A with Hector, just to talk a little bit about WIP services. So Hector, tell me a little bit about your role as a work incentive planner.
Hi. As you mentioned, WIP stands for Work Incentive Planner. The goal of the DOR's Work Incentives Planner service is to provide benefits to counseling to participants who receive disability benefits through Social Security. WIPs provide in-depth, personalized, and accurate guidance to help people to take advantage of the work incentives and plan and employment support to minimize the risk of losing the benefits. WIPs are available all DOR offices throughout California.
Awesome. I bet people are wondering, how can a WIP help them as a person receiving a Social Security disability benefit?
Well, there is a much misinformation in communities about working while in benefits. WIPs help people to understand how Social Security works and giving them the information they need to make informed choice about their employment goals with an understanding of what will happen to their benefits. They can answer questions about how earned income could affect Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, Supplemental Security Income, SSSI, Medicare, medical, and other public benefits. Working with a WIP helps someone understand that they don't have to rely on disability check forever. Instead, they can take steps to improve their finances through the meaning career. I can then tell you how rewarding it is to work with someone who can, for the first time, take steps to fulfill the dreams, buy gifts for the family, pay for a vacation, or even start savings for their own home.
Yeah, it sounds like a life-changing experience. What are some of the most frequently asked concerns that your clients have when they're considering going to work?
Well, I have found that most people are worried about losing the healthcare that is connected to their Social Security benefits if they go to work. WIPs can explain the work incentives that protect the continuation of health insurance while you work, as you well recommended other programs that cost little or nothing at all. My job is to explain how you can maintain healthcare benefits even if your job doesn't work out. Another frequently asked question is we hear a lot is if you go to work and my benefits end, and then I must stop working because of my disability, will I have to reapply? WIPs help people understand there are working incentives to protect them from losing their benefits right away when they start working. Most of people rely to learn that both SSDI and SSSI have work incentive that allows you to restart benefits quickly if you have to stop working because of your medical condition. WIPs can provide more detailed information about how this works.
So how can someone watching this webinar meet with a work incentive planner?
Well, if they currently receiving service at DOR, they can ask their vocational counselor or service coordinator to refer them to the WIP. A WIP will ask you to verify your benefits, provide you with correct guidance, and schedule a time to meet. If they are not receiving DOR services and are interested in going to work, they can go to the DOR website and apply online, or they can go into their local DOR office.
Can you share an example of a situation when WIP services really made a difference for one of your clients?
Yes, I am happy to share a story. I'm working with SSI recipient who was doing some volunteer work and was offered a part-time job earning $16 per hour. She originally told her employer she could only work 10 hours per week because she was afraid to lose her SSI and Medicare. Once I verified her benefits, I helped her understand that she could work and earn over $56,000 a year and keep her eligible for SSI and medical if she follows certain rules. Using some of the SSI work incentives that are available, she successfully transitioned to working 25 hours per week. She is now earning over $1,600 per month from her job and still receives a small SSI check. She enjoys working, has made new friends, and is really to have more spending money every month. Having accurate information about her disability benefits and healthcare gives her confidence to work go ahead and give it work a try.
All right, so to kind of conclude this, what is a takeaway you'd like viewers to know before we conclude the webinar?
Well, I think what I'd like to viewers to remember is that you can work at whatever level is. I'm gonna emphasize you can work. So you can work at whatever level is best for you and continue receive disability benefits, and that you don't have to figure out things alone. So you have the WIPs to help you. Wherever you are looking for a job for the first time or return to work after injury or illness, there are free resources to help you. WIPs are available to provide ongoing support and to answer questions related to disability benefits and work, hopefully giving you some peace of mind to focus on your work goal.
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much, Hector, for sharing all this valuable information today. For those of you watching this webinar, if you're interested in learning more about WIP services or applying for services at the Department of Rehabilitation, I will be sharing the information on the screen in just a few moments. All right, again, thank you so much for being here, Hector.
You're welcome.
All right, just a moment, I'm going to pull up some information about some of our upcoming webinars and some contact information for you.